Have you ever received a call that felt like it was meant for you? A call that sent chills down your spine, urging you to go to a place that everyone in your town fears? Amelia did. And what she found at the end of Maple Street was more than she bargained for, a house that never let anyone leave. It was a quiet evening in Oakridge, a small town where secrets were buried deep. Amelia, an adventurous young woman, received a mysterious call just hours ago. Amelia, a raspy voice whispered, "Do you remember the house at the end of Maple Street? It's calling for you." Her heart skipped. That house, abandoned for as long as anyone could remember, everyone in Oakridge feared it. But something about the voice intrigued her, pulling her towards it. Amelia drove to the house, her unease growing. The house stood tall and looming, its windows dark and hollow. She hesitated, gripping the wheel, but a strange force urged her forward. She stepped out of the car and made her way to the front door. The door creaked open, cold air rushing out. Inside, the air was thick with mildew and decay, but beneath it was something more unsettling, something waiting. The floorboards groaned as she walked deeper into the house, each step echoing in the silence. But then, a flicker, a shadow at the corner of her vision. She spun around. Nothing, just the empty house. But the whispers started then. Soft, eerie whispers, filling the air. "Leave, leave." Her heart raced, and her mind spun. Who had called her? What was this place? Was it a prank? Or something worse? She kept walking, faster now, when she stumbled upon something, a door, slightly ajar. A faint light shone from inside. With a mix of fear and curiosity, she pushed the door open. A mirror stood in the middle of the room, old and tarnished, with dark stains on its edges. But what froze her were the eyes reflected in the glass. A shadowy figure stood beyond the mirror, still and watching her. Its eyes glowed like embers in the dark, locking onto hers. "Who are you?" Amelia whispered, her voice trembling. The figure didn't respond. Instead, it took a slow, deliberate step forward. Amelia's pulse raced. She wanted to move, but her feet felt frozen. The whispers returned, louder this time. "She is not the first. She is not the last." The lights flickered, the temperature dropped, and Amelia's breath became visible in the cold air. The shadows stretched unnaturally, twisting and contorting, moving as if they had a life of their own. Her feet were cemented to the floor. The figure stepped closer, its presence suffocating. Amelia opened her mouth to scream, but no sound came out. The room blurred around her, her fear choking her. Just as quickly as it started, the figure vanished. Amelia gasped, scrambling to her feet. The room was still, but the terror lingered. Was it real, or had she imagined it? But before she could make sense of it, a cold hand brushed her shoulder. She turned, no one was there. The whispers, though, grew louder. "You're not alone." Panicking, Amelia ran. She fled through the house, past dark rooms and unseen horrors that seemed to follow her. She reached the front door, her trembling hand grasping the handle. But it wouldn't open. The whispers became frantic. "You can't leave. You belong here." Amelia spun around. In the distance, the figure appeared again, its glowing eyes locked onto hers. A voice, deep from within the house, spoke. "Once you enter, you never leave." Amelia's scream filled the air, but no one would hear it. The house remained silent, as it always had. Yet, rumors spread. People claimed to hear whispers carried by the wind, and sometimes, if you looked closely enough, you could see the figure standing in the window.